The Normandy landings on June 6, 1944 was the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany, whether Hitler realized it or not. Now, Germany was fighting a two-front war, and Hitler simply could not keep up with the demands that these two fronts brought with them. During the invasion, codenamed Operation Overlord, in excess of 100,000 men landed on the shores of Normandy, France, which, until that day, had been the most heavily guarded place on Earth. Many nations took part in the attack. One of the key members was the United States, who was making its first appearance in the European theater. Even though the U.S. was outgunned in many ways with weapons such as the MG-42 machine gun and the Leopard 2A5 tanks, America and our allies, Britain and Canada, quickly marched on through France to gain a foothold in England and push the Nazis back to Berlin. Hitler failed to defeat Britain and fully secure the city of Dunkirk, England, and the U.S. was able to gain a solid foothold in the war. Hitler was now going up against enormous odds by trying to fight the U.S. in Europe and Russia at the same time. Germany was also rapidly running out of supplies, weapons, and men. Germany couldn't keep up with the demands World War II was bringing. In addition, the United States had more supplies and better medication for their wounded men than Germany had. In turn, the German army suffered heavy losses and lost many men they needed to continue fighting. Hitler also had no real military experience. When he appointed himself head of the military, he continuously made vital strategic military mistakes that significantly hampered the German war effort. One of these mistakes was that the German army didn't move troops directly into Moscow, a tactic that may have secured a victory on the Russian front. Without this push, the German army was vulnerable to large Soviet forces and was pushed back. Another problem that may have played a factor in Germany's eventual defeat was their poor choice in allies. Italy eventually turned on the Nazis, and Japan was only interested in expanding their own empire. To make matters worse, the German economy was performing very badly and made it nearly impossible for the country to support the war effort. This was probably another contributing factor to their eventual defeat. All in all, once the U.S. landed on the beaches of Normandy and Operation Overlord came to pass, the German superior firepower couldn't overcome their lack of troops, bad economy, and the bad decisions made by their leadership. Once it became clear that the Germans could not meet the demands of a two-front war, the final year of World War II became a race to Berlin between the USSR and the United States to overthrow the German dictator and secure the end of the war.